Hey guys, it's Carolina here from KarolinasKrafts and welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I just wanted to do a little project share of these 3x4 mini notebooks that I made. And they're so cute. And you guys, all I did was use my scrap paper for Halloween. So I had like a scrap little stash. Like there was maybe like one full-size sheet in there and then a couple of like half-size sheets and some smaller scraps and things like that. And I just used it, you guys, and I made 3 little mini notebooks. Like, use your scraps. It doesn't have to be full-size collections and paper pads all the time. Use your scraps. It's such a great way to use up your scraps, and they turn out so cute. And you guys could actually see how I was using my scraps if you guys check out the new tutorial for this 3x4 mini notebook. I know the original one was a little confusing because I messed up in the video, but I filmed another one, a new one. So if you guys want to follow along, you should be able to follow along fine now, like without any complications or issues, and nothing complicated, nothing messy. I actually did it right this time. But I'm happy to share that with you guys. So I'll link that tutorial down below in case you guys want to make some 3x4 size mini notebooks as well. And I think, which one did we do on camera? We did this one. We did this one on camera. And it turned out so cute, you guys. All I did, like I said, was use scrap. So I'm going to show you guys the finished project. I don't know if I showed you guys the finish in the video, so I'm just going to quickly show you that, and then I'll show you guys the others I made also. And let's get right into the video. All right, so quickly, this is the one that you guys are going to see the tutorial on because I needed to make some Halloween mini notebooks, and they were for an order. The person wanted 2 Halloween ones, so I thought, okay, I'll make as many as I can with my scraps. I made 3, and then they just wanted all 3, so it worked out anyway. So anyway, you open this up, and here we just got a little cut apart. Got some scrap vellum pieces I had in my stash. Some index card paper that we cut down. Here you've got like a little flip out with this little paper clip that has some tulle on it. And again, I just use scraps. So yeah, if it looks like the collections don't go together, it's because they're not the same collection, but at the same time, there is some sheets that are from the same collection. So, and you know what? It's all Halloween colors. Like Christmas collections can kind of go together, and some Halloween collections can go together because it's all like in the same kind of color family. You could see that I tried not to use like the toned down green in this one. This one's like the bright green, and this one's like a toned down green, but I tried to like match as best as I could while still making it work. So here's the first divider. You've got a little tag. I love to add these tags, and it's just a tag die set that has stitching around it. I'll link it down below. You get a bunch of different sizes. I used this size in here. I use a larger size when I make my card folios, and then sometimes smaller ones when I do little tuck spots in albums and things. So it really just depends, but I use a lot of the sizes. We got a divider here, or the tab. Oh, actually the tab punch, let me show you guys that. So I'll link the tab punch down below as well, but it is this tab punch right here. I love it. Got it from Amazon. It's 2 inches like tall, which is the whole entire piece here. And yeah, all you do is punch it out and then fold it. I had a tab punch before where you punch out like one piece and then had to cut out another one and glue them together, and that was annoying, you guys. I much prefer having the whole piece that you then just kind of fold and ta-da, then you glue that down. I like that so much better, so I will link that down below. And then at the top here, we made like a little tag here with this. I also used so this one was a tab punch. Now I used a tag punch, and it's this one right here. This one I got, I think this is from scrapbook.com. They have it on scrapbook.com. They have it on Amazon. I will link both of these for Amazon or scrapbook.com for you guys down below in case you guys want to get one. But it just makes a bunch of different tags. I think I cut these down to 2 inches wide. And no, this is 2.5 actually, because I could see the other little piece. So 2.5 wide. And then, but like generally, if I can't do 2.5 wide, if I could only do 2 inches or 2 1/4, that's what I do. Just because it says 2, 2.5, 1.5 doesn't mean I can't do 2 1/4. I just look at the back, make sure it's even on both sides, and then go ahead and punch. So you can do the in-between sizes as well. I also used some seam binding here. This is seam binding from my scrap cabin shop. I love her shop. I'll link her down below, but I get a ton of my seam binding from there. This is my orange yellow stash, and I guess a little bit of like a reddish one. But like, look at all these slightly different yellows and oranges and colors, and I love it. I have them all organized like by color like that, and I love her seam binding. And then anytime I make these notebooks, I always go through like my scrap ribbon stash first. So I might have like little pieces that aren't big enough to do like a whole entire closure on an album, some smaller, some bigger, and then all these other like little ribbons also that aren't big enough for a whole entire like album. Like this one might be a little bit bigger. That would work on maybe one side of an album if I have that ribbon again, but otherwise, like this ribbon, if anybody knows where this is from, I love it. I cannot find where this is from. I threw out the wrapper, didn't realize I didn't have any more, and I want more of this, but I don't remember where it's from. Like the little spool, it's already gone. So yeah, if you guys know where that's from, let me know. But anyway, so that has that cute little tag in there. And then here's the next page. You got more pages. Use some scrap paper, or like from my scrap stash, from the Halloween papers. Second divider here, made some angled pockets. I show you guys how to do that in the video. Have a little tag there and another little tag here. And again, I used some scrap stash. This one says Boo. Scrap ribbon from my stash. And then I did another pocket on the other side. This little cut apart, and then some gold vellum paper. Then we have this paper, orangey, with this one has a gold tool at the top. The other one was like a white. And yeah, another divider, another tag. So you can see this, no, this one's 2.5 also, but another color of seam binding. And then the back side, I just did a little belly band with another little tag. And, you know, like another little scrap piece. And there you go. So that was the one that we do in the tutorial. So you guys could check that out if you guys want to make 3x4 mini notebooks. Again, they do not have to be Halloween themed. I'm just showing you guys how to make them and what elements I add in. So it should be easy to follow along. And all the tools are also linked in that tutorial, as well as the cinches I used and the cinch wires I used, which is actually right here. First time I'm showing you guys though. But I got this bulk kind of box. These are all 1 inch because I like to do the 1 inch for my notebooks. But you get silver, which is the one that I really haven't used yet. You get black, you get white, you get gold, as you can see here, and there's another layer under here. And there's also like more gold, rose gold, there's more black in there. So you guys could see I have been making a little dent in this, but it's just like you could get your wires in bulk. And even when I get down to like the 3 little wires on these, after I cut down like 6, I think 3 times I could get from 1 wire, because you use 6 on each little mini notebook. Then I have 3 little wires left over from each, and you can use those 3 little wires. You can use them on these notebooks as well. Just put them right next to each other and they work out just fine. So use up all your wires. Even though we buy in bulk and I have a ton, still we're saving material, you guys. So here's another notebook that I made with my scrap stash, and I used some stickers that I found in my stash as well. This is from a Halloween party collection, some stickers, and I just had some leftover that I didn't finish using that sheet from. So it says just a bunch of Hocus Pocus, and then just some random papers from my stash. Like this one is from the Spooky by Echo Park. This one, I have no idea. This one I think was like some old collection from, I want to say Joanne. Some kind of old collection. From, I don't know, Paper Lane, maybe not. Maybe just some random paper pad. We got some index cards here. This one is just like random sheet. This is like a thin paper. I just had this one thin paper in my stash, and you know what? We used it. So there we go. Used up some of that paper. some of that spiderweb paper again. We've got a little notebook. This is the paper that I had a full-size sheet of, and that was it. Here we've got a little tag, another scrap piece. I remember making Halloween step cards a couple of years ago with this paper, and I remember using that. So I had little scraps of that paper left, but we used it, you guys. We got another little tag there with that seam binding. We got the gold vellum. Then here is where I got a little interesting. So I decided to, I had like a little angled piece. I decided to just use it in here. Like I figured, you know what, this would be a cool idea to just add a photo here on both sides, and it just kind of like peeks out a little bit, like add like a square photo, and you glue it on here, and same on the back, and that would just, I thought that would just look cool. So I just included it there, but if somebody doesn't like it, they could just rip it out. And then here we have the second divider, made some angled pockets, a little tag, and then another tag up here, and then another pocket here. And then, oh, this one actually I had a full-size sheet also, but this was the thin paper, so I couldn't use that as like the baser of anything. And that's just little like Halloween looking pumpkins to me. I guess they could be fall, but because the black outline and the black stem, I was thinking Halloween, but I think they go. And then here we've got third divider and another little tag. This time I did use the thinner paper on this divider. And you know what, it turned out fine because we have like the belly band here kind of making it sturdier. We have the tag, so it does end up being a little sturdier, and then also when you have the tag inside, but I still prefer like the actual sturdier paper. And then here we've got more index cards, another vellum piece, another spider web, and more index cards. So I made that one, and then the last one I was able to do with the scraps that you guys saw in the video. I was able to make this one, and this one says, I put a spell on you. Added this little piece that somebody gifted me a long time ago in the background there, and then added a little candy corn as well. And then this opens up. Found these in my stash. This was like an afterthought. You guys could see these come out, and that's because this was an afterthought. I found this in my stash after. So all you do is punch out like the same way that you would for your cinch, but cut little slits in them. And then you can just pop them right on here. And they work just as fine. So nobody would ever know. If I didn't show you guys, I've just ripped that out. Nobody would know. Again, I have this little flip out here. Then I have another little scrap piece of the bat paper. Oh, why is my light dying? This has been happening a lot lately since we don't run the AC anymore because now it's getting colder. We don't need the air. And I feel like it's like overheating and it keeps turning off on me. But yeah, so there's that first divider, the gold vellum. Here's another one of those interesting pockets. And I think it looks cute. This one might be a little too long. I'm going to cut him a little bit. He sticks out a little bit more than I would have liked, so we're just going to cut a sliver off of him, and that looks better. So then here we go. It's a little tag, or yeah, tag there and tag here. And like literally all I used was scraps. That's it. And then the bat paper again, just to flip out this time. And then another pocket. And then a little scrap piece here for the belly band, the vellum, the paper. And that's it, you guys. So it turned out super cute. Like I said, all I did was use my scraps, and I love that. I'm glad I was able to use up my scraps. So if you guys want to know how to make one too, we did make this one on camera. But again, I have made so many different themes on my channel before. So many project shares of these 3x4 mini notebooks. If you just search on my channel, so you could actually search if you're on like a desktop computer or the desktop site from your phone, there is a search bar like at the top where you have like videos, playlists, community. There is a search bar as that very last one, and just type in 3x4 mini notebooks and you guys are going to see all the mini notebooks that I have made. I've made so many different themes. I've done Christmas, I've done dog, I've done cat. I've done like motivational ones. I've done, I think I did fall ones. Yeah, I did a fall one. Halloween. I've done so many different themes. Like you could use this in any scrap paper that you guys may have. I did a engagement one recently. That one's in my shop, and I don't know if there's a video on it yet, but I have it filmed if it's not posted yet. Anyway, you guys, so thank you so much for watching. I hope that new tutorial was easier to follow. Let me know on that tutorial. I hope you guys enjoy it. I hope you guys make all the mini notebooks, and yeah, I will see you guys in my next crafty video. Thanks for watching, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.